Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Leo. If Leo is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's see what do these tea leaves have to say. And our card for tonight is the Princess of Cups. And this is all about a desire to unify with the universe, fantasy, intuition, grace. Really, for me, I always think of, a real strong desire to explore inner worlds, temptation in love, sexuality, emotionality, maybe being a little bit taken by your feelings, your impulses, and just really the need to be more mindful about those things. Okay, so let's take a look here. We have this beautiful person kind of holding up. I almost think of like divining rods, dowsing rods. I feel there is really a strong attachment to spirit, really, and really being drawn to water through this experience. There's just a sense of a vast emotional yearning. I feel that there are shifting temperaments, but more than anything, there's this feeling of wanting to live your life deeply because there's a necessity for kind of an emotional education. Okay, not just living for the heck of it. It always comes down to really just that. What really means anything. But I think that there is this path towards deep emotional mastery, intelligence. I can see in your future, or maybe you've already really gotten to this point, and this is kind of your younger self. But really being such a wise and balanced, open-minded, flexible person. I mean, you really, not a lot phases you in a negative way. You're not really shocked by a lot, but you are so intrigued and in awe and taken by the interesting beauty and oddity of life. Right? And I think you get more and more and more in this configuration as you grow, as you get older. And I think you also you have an innate ability to use your intuition, but it's that other thing too There is that true clairvoyance, connection to that middle place. You travel between so well. You see the things, notice the things that other people don't. I also think that you are probably quite an artist, a poet, a writer. There seems to be a very developed sense of perception in general. Okay. And here I see a lamb and a sheep, or yeah. And I'm always like, they're the same, right? A lamb is a young sheep, I think. Now I'm asking myself again, are they different? No. But anyways, I see kind of this real solid guiding force here. And this is a younger looking up to. And I think that you have been in a posture of service for your family, for your loved ones. I think you've been tending to their wishes, their needs. And no, I don't think that it has not been a negative experience. I actually think that you excel in being somebody who takes care of others, who leads others. But I do feel like you are getting to a place of being kind of burnt out. I think that this is kind of asked a lot of you. You've put a lot of time. You probably also have other kinds of work to do. Domestic things and so on. And then this kind of extra family-oriented stuff. I don't think that this is the normal, day-to-day or whatever. But I think that this is something has come up in your family or friends' life, your direct micro community. And you've had to be there more often. Staying pretty focused. And you've done this well, but I feel like you really are coming to a place where there's going to need to be some kind of break. Okay. And I think this has a lot to do with this card as well. There's this feeling of, a desire to move inward, to kind of go into yourself, to kind of, reset, restore, revive, revitalize, all those things, kind of re-up your vitality, your subtle things that you need to just kind of maybe have some quiet. Nobody asking you to do anything. Just to take some time for yourself. Let's see. And so I feel, I'm seeing a plane here. Okay. I also see over here we have, it looks like a person riding on some kind of horse, a chariot, a cart. I feel like there's this real push into, and I don't think that this is, because these are both in this emotional zone on the edge. I really feel that this is really that going inwards. I feel like you are really taken by the waves of your kind of subtle impressions. There are a lot of sensations happening I feel like you're very immersed in this place. And I feel, I think that you, like I said, like a poet, a creative person of some kind. I feel that when you get into this place where you're, these little feelings, these small details, they take you completely over. And I understand this myself, because I just, I think about things like, the sun shining through the leaves and on the ground dancing. Maybe the most holy thing to me. I mean, it really is breathtaking. I will cry, literally. If it's just the light reflecting off the water onto the wall and it's shimmering. Oh, that's like seeing God for me. That is so divine. I know I've said this in another reading. Somebody commented about it, but I'm not going to share what they said, but something very beautiful. And the wind blowing across long grass and it folding over, and just the wave of it going, and that sound. I get the chills thinking about it. I mean, goodness. That's almost better than, in some ways it kind of is. It's like better than romantic love. I mean, this is like, I think, where, that agape lies. This is like the window, peeking into the window of that. This is that kind of ecstatic love. I mean, it takes me over. I am transported. And I feel like this is not unlike yourself. Maybe you have different things. Different movements, different details. But I feel like those impressions really come up for you. And the sensations take you to a place where deeper expressions happen. Your creativity is just, flush and so full of life, very lush as well, right? It's a wonderful time to take to those interior ordeals, allegories, places, scenarios. That self-mythology, those landscapes that, they can't exist anywhere else but within yourself. Sometimes they might manifest outside. You might get a little moment with them, but nothing like going into yourself. A movement towards contemplation. And I think, this all kind of leads back to it's not even just a desire. It is there's no other choice, right? It's like breathing. You have to create. You must. And so, I think that, looking at this, I see a beautiful pen. Okay, and I think, what about an exercise? A little homework, if you will. Write one thing you notice every day. You can make a list. You can write paragraphs. You can, draw it, whatever. But make a list of something you notice, a little detail about the world, your experience, And then put them all together, or at least look at them. Kind of look for a pattern. Look for, you know, how unlike one another they are. I mean, it doesn't matter, but just, you know, try it. Get the ball rolling. Go out there and observe. And I think, you know, it just seems like everything is kind of really going well. I really believe that this is a happy time. There's not a lot of heartache happening. There's not. And I even saw this here. And I don't think I showed it, but we have a little heart. Okay. It's nice. It's plump. It's well formed. Okay. And I don't feel that there's heartache happening. I feel like everybody is kind of just getting along. We're enjoying each other. We're getting through whatever is happening together, making the best of it. And there goes the cat. It is. It's getting late. What time is it? It's 11:20. Oh my goodness. It's time for me to go to bed soon. So I'm going to wrap this up. The cat, she rang the bell for me. So, you know, I think it's just a wonderful and nice time. Do a little of that homework. Try it out. And I want to thank you for spending this time with me. It's always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. If you'd be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm, and we're growing the channel one person at a time. If you haven't already subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. You can watch your major placements, your big 3 or your Venus. I know people cross-watch. If you don't know what that means, it is when you watch the readings for people you love, your spouse, your children, your crush, whatever. But yeah, you watch their readings for the week. And other than that, if you want to leave a comment, I read them all. You know, it takes me a day or two sometimes to get back, but I do read them, and they mean so much to me. I mean, really, I feel so close to some of you. I've gotten to know you over these last months, and you know, my big wish in life right now is to continue to create a community here. I want everybody to feel, you know, happy, safe, loved, heard, seen, if you want to be heard and seen, of course. And yeah, so we're here for you. We're here for you. So anyhow, we will talk again very soon, Leo. Thank you, thank you, thank you.